Somewhere in a Let's Start Deducing for set this month, a full-grown, established actor pulled out a toy gun to defend his dignity, and it still didn't work. That single, 10-second clip has been replayed, subtitled, and memified more than almost anything else from this season, and it's just one piece of a run of moments involving the same small circle of names that's kept this show impossible to ignore. If you've been on Chinese variety show timelines this week, you already know the players: Zhang Linghe, Chengxin, Liu Yuning, Yang Chaoyue. What's worth breaking down is why a handful of unscripted seconds keep outperforming the actual mystery-solving format the show is built around. Start with the K7 escort segment. Chengxin, playing the group's self-appointed big brother, tried to take charge of directions and got shut down instantly. Liu Yuning didn't soften it, telling him to ask the driver instead of guessing. When Ding pulled his prop gun and shouted for everyone to back off, Liu Yuning brushed past it entirely. Zhang Linghe worked the other angle, adding commentary every time Ding got overruled or disarmed, at one point mocking his co-star's plan to stuff a sock in someone's mouth as a face-saving move that saved no face at all. Ding's comebacks were not intimidating. He'd draw the toy gun again, or threaten socks, or turn to Zhang Linghe and complain like a kid appealing to the only adult in the room who'd indulge him. None of it landed as a real threat, and none of it was meant to. The show's own team dynamic did the work, two people ganging up, one person losing every round and never actually getting hurt. That's worth pausing on, because it's not incidental to the format, it's arguably the format. This is a mystery-solving variety show, but the case itself isn't what's being clipped and subtitled into a dozen languages. It's the roasting. Long-running ensemble variety shows tend to succeed or fail less on their game mechanics and more on whether the audience believes the cast actually likes each other enough to needle one another without it turning sour. Production knows this. Editors know this. The fact that this exact type of exchange, group teasing, someone losing status, a silly prop, a target who bounces back instead of shutting down, keeps making the cut isn't an accident of footage length. It's the clearest signal of what the show has decided its actual selling point is. There's also a quieter piece of casting logic sitting underneath all of it. Chengxin isn't losing these exchanges because he's actually outmatched, he's playing the big brother who insists on authority he hasn't earned yet, which is a much easier role to root for than a character who simply wins. Every failed comeback, every toy gun pulled a beat too late, reinforces an underdog image that's genuinely easy to like. Zhang Linghe and Liu Yuning, meanwhile, get to look sharp without ever looking cruel, because the target keeps bouncing back for more instead of getting visibly rattled. It's a fairly standard variety show trick, but it's rarely executed this cleanly, and it's a big part of why clips of this specific trio travel further online than clips of the actual deduction gameplay. But the banter wasn't even the biggest moment this cast produced this week. On July 22nd, Zhang Linghe, Chengxin, and Yang Chaoyue appeared on the show in matching uniforms, and the internet more or less stopped what it was doing. Fans described it as a full visual event: broad shoulders, a tailored waistline, long lines through the legs, the kind of styling that leaned hard into a detective drama aesthetic rather than a typical variety show costume. Commentary quickly moved from "they look good" to something closer to a bone structure breakdown. Zhang Linghe held up as a textbook example of sharp, symmetrical male facial structure. Chengxin praised for fox-eyed, delicate features that photograph as instantly distinctive. Yang Chaoyue framed as the softer, youthful counterpoint to both of them. Whether or not you buy into the specifics of that kind of analysis, the reaction volume tells its own story. 3 cast members in identical outfits generated more conversation than most single drama premieres manage in a week. The reaction split roughly 2 ways, and both are worth noting. One camp treated it as straightforward appreciation, genuine excitement over styling that finally matched the cast's actual physicality instead of hiding it under baggy costume pieces. The other camp got more analytical, breaking down individual features almost like a casting brief, debating who won the photo set entirely. Neither reaction is unusual for this kind of image drop, but the volume and speed of it says something about how primed this fanbase already was. 3 names that had already been trending separately for a month converged into one photo set, and the existing attention pools from each of them collapsed into a single moment. That's less about the outfits themselves and more about timing meeting an audience that was already paying close attention. It didn't happen in isolation, either. Rewind through the last month of this production and there's a pattern of costume reveals doing exactly this. Leaked behind-the-scenes photos from a period drama shoot on June 20th, Ding Chengxin's blonde elf prince look and Zhang Linghe's period styling on June 23rd, a white-haired look from the Yora's Wire trailer on July 16th, an unrecognizable transformation for Ding Chengxin 2 days after that. Individually, each of these is a costume photo. Stacked together over a month, they read as a deliberate release cadence, a new visual hook roughly every few days, time to keep the cast's names circulating between actual episode drops. That's not a claim about anyone's private intentions. It's just what a month of publicity timing looks like when you lay it end to end. Here's the part that might matter more than either the banter or the costumes. Yang Chaoyue used her own airtime on this variety show to praise Zhang Linghe's behind-the-scenes stills from his drama This Second Too Much, calling the images an outstanding piece of work, and that clip circulated widely on its own. That's cross-promotion happening inside unscripted content, cast members pointing audiences toward each other's separate projects in real time, with no ad read and no announcement. It's a low-cost way to keep a drama's promotional cycle alive well past its premiere date, using goodwill that already exists between co-stars instead of a formal marketing push. Then there's the moment that arguably needs the least explaining, because it's simply funny on its own terms. Zhang Linghe took on Elva Hsiao's confession as an impromptu singing challenge on the show, and the result was, by every account, spectacularly off-key, technically committed, emotionally sincere, and nowhere near the original melody. He drifted into snippets of other songs mid-performance, apparently at random, and the show's official account leaned into the chaos afterward, jokingly congratulating him on seriously composing his own melody and completing the challenge. Commenters joked that Elva Hsiao herself might not know whether to ask for royalties, since so little of the original song survived the rendition. It's become one of the most cited single moments of the season, not because it was polished, but because it wasn't, and everyone involved, the singer, the show, the audience, was in on the joke at the same time. Put all four of these together, the roast dynamic, the costume drops, the cross-show promotion, the deliberately UN pressure singing bit, and a broader pattern starts to look less like coincidence and more like strategy. Chinese variety production has increasingly leaned on cast chemistry as the actual product, using game formats mostly as a container to generate spontaneous, clippable interaction. A strong case doesn't travel well across borders or languages. A grown man losing an argument to a toy gun does. That's part of why this specific type of content performs so well with international audiences who don't necessarily follow every plot beat of the underlying show, but understand instantly what's funny about a friend group that clearly likes each other. None of this needs to be overstated. There's no evidence here of some hidden agenda, no secret rift, no romance being teased between anyone in this cast, just a production and a group of performers who seem to understand, consciously or not, that authentic feeling friction sells better than a tidy resolution. Whether that's a deliberate editorial strategy from the show or simply what happens naturally when four comfortable co-stars are handed a camera and a loose format, the results speak for themselves this week: a toy gun, a set of matching uniforms, and one unforgettable cover of a 20-year-old pop song, all trending at the same time. If you like entertainment coverage that goes past the headline, the kind that actually explains why a clip is spreading instead of just telling you that it is, that's what Rabbit News Hallyu is built for. Subscribe if you want analysis, not just news.